You're looking live on a Friday night from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Utah Jazz and the Dallas Mavericks ready to get things underway in Salt Lake City. Okay, well, it's not the Delta Center. It's Vivint Smart Home Arena, and I really don't know what day of the week this game was, but I had to do that as a tribute to the late, great Hot Rod Hundley. Jazz and the Mavericks. Jazz trying to right the ship here. Darren Williams, Wes Matthews, Harrison Barnes, Dirk Nowitzki, and Andrew Bogut, the starting lineup for Dallas. Hill, Hood, Hayward, Favors, and Gobert for the Jazz. Early in the first quarter, George Hill back to Gobert, into the left corner to Gordon Hayward. Hayward knocks down the three. Jazz would go up 6-4. Utah leading 12-10 now. Hayward double teamed to George Hill. Hill knocks down the three, putting the Jazz up 15-10 midway through the first quarter. Dirk Nowitzki goes to work on Favors. Turnaround jump hook with the left hand goes. It's 15-12 Utah. Jazz leading 17-14 now. Alec Burks holding. Hayward off the screen. He hands to Favors. Favors from the elbow hits the fall-away shot, putting the Jazz up 21-14 here. Nowitzki. Step back fall-away, patented shot by Dirk Nowitzki. He knocks it down. 21-16, Utah with the lead. Hayward around the screen from Favors. Hayward bounce pass to Favors, up in off the glass with the right hand. Jazz lead 23-16. Here's Hayward into Favors. Favors double teamed, kicks it back out to Gordon. Gordon hits the three, and the Jazz go up 26-18 in the first quarter. At the end of the first, Utah would lead 30-23, a good start as the Jazz try to stop a two-game losing streak here in Salt Lake City. Berea on the right side, back to Seth Curry. Seth Curry knocks down the three, cuts the Jazz lead to 6. 9-point lead now for Utah. Wes Matthews on the left side, underneath to Majir. I don't even know that guy. Never heard of him before, but he puts it in and gets fouled. Jazz lead 37-30 here. Darren Williams over to Dirk Nowitzki. Top of the key, looking down the barrel, hits the three. Jazz lead is cut to 5. Underneath to Andrew Bogut. He is fouled from behind by Rudy Gobert. He gets the hoop and will go to the line for one. The hoop cuts the lead to 43-40. He would make the free throw. Darren Williams now, 43-41 Utah. Off the rebound, hits the wide open jumper. Game tied at 43. Jazz leading 45-43 now. Hayward to the left side to George Hill. Hill knocks it down on the left side. And at the half, the Jazz with a 47-45 lead. Utah shooting 58%. Could spell trouble for the Jazz as they are shooting very well but only hold a 2-point lead on the game. Derek Favors, 14 points and 4 boards. Here's Darren Williams in the third quarter. Pushes it ahead to Wes Matthews, who knocks down the shot. Dallas takes the lead. Mavericks leading by 7 now. Lyles on the trailer. He hits the shot. 56-51 for the Mavericks. Harrison Barnes underneath to Dirk Nowitzki. He is hammered there by Trey Lyles. Gets the shot to go. Mavericks lead 58-51. Berea to the left side. Harrison Barnes for 3. Gets it to go at 64-51 Dallas. In the third quarter, Hayward wide open on the wing. He hits the 3. 11-point lead for the Mavericks, who now lead by 15 here. Dirk, fall-away shot to end the third quarter is good. And at the end of 3, the Mavericks outscore Utah by 19 in the third quarter to take a 17-point lead into the fourth. Williams puts the Mavs up by 20 with that shot. Favors working against Dirk Nowitzki. He gets it to go on the drop step. Fouled by Nowitzki, cutting the Mavericks lead to 20. George Hill to Rodney Hood. Wide open shot good. 91-70 Dallas with the lead. Wes Matthews underneath to Dirk Nowitzki. He lays it up and in. 93-70 the score there. Dallas goes on to win by a score of 104-82 here in Salt Lake City. The Jazz fall to 1-4. Dallas ends up shooting 46%, 14 of 33 from long range. And end up with 31 assists compared to the Jazz 21. And turnovers, 14 for the Jazz, 8 for the Mavericks. Big difference in the game. Our player of the game, Dirk Nowitzki, 20 points, 12 boards, and 1 assist for Dallas. Dirk still doing his thing in the Big D. Jazz will face San Antonio for the second time here early in the season. This time it is in Salt Lake City for game number 6 of the season. The Jazz are 1-4 to start the year. Spurs come in at 3-2. And the Spurs have not played since the last time they played the Jazz earlier in the week. So Spurs have a few days off. They're fresh. The Jazz just finished a back-to-back with the Spurs and the Mavericks, but they've had a couple days off to prepare for this one as well. Pau Gasol, turnaround jump hook is good. San Antonio jumps out to an early 5-0 lead. George Hill now in the lane, floats it up in off the rim, and it goes in. Spurs leading 15-7 here midway through the first. Gordon Hayward hits a 3, cutting the Spurs lead to 5. Kawhi Leonard, nice move all the way to the hoop, throws it down and is fouled there by Boris Diaw, Mack over to the right side, and Hayward knocks down the shot. Right side, Manu Ginobili hits the 3. The Spurs out to a big lead at the end of the first quarter. It is 34-18. The Jazz defense just falling apart once again. A lot of the Jazz defensive struggles come from poorly executed offense and easy shots for the opposition. Dante Exum hits the 3. Tony Parker from the left side rattles a 3 in. 17-point lead for the Spurs. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Rudy Gobert, 10-footer, floats it up and in. Jazz have cut the lead to 13, making a little bit of a run here. Gordon Hayward blocks Manu Ginobili. 14-point lead for San Antonio. Jazz cutting into that first quarter lead here. Patty Mills now gets the 3 to go from the top of the key. 16-point Spurs lead, under 2 minutes to go. Nice pass from Hill to Gordon Hayward on the break. Little no-look pass by Hill. Hayward, off balance, hits the shot. 14-point lead for the Spurs. Hill, around a series of screens, finds Favors on the roll, and he is able to flush it. Nice pass on the bounce from Hill to Favors. Patty Mills blocked away by Rudy Gobert. Spurs only leading by 12 at the break. Jazz only shooting 41%, being out-rebounded 26-19. Outside of that, playing fairly well against a team that beat them by 19 just a few days ago in San Antonio. Favors down the lane on the feed from Gobert. He flushes it with one hand. Jazz trying to make a game of this one. It's a 17-point lead now for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard into Gasol. Gasol, turnaround, drop step, lays it up and in. It's a 19-point lead for San Antonio. Ginobili on the right side, guarded by Hood. To the top of the key to Patty Mills. Mills knocks down the shot. Spurs lead by 22, late in the third here. Dante Exum behind the back dribble. Stops, pops, and drills it for the 3. Dante Exum knocks it down, and it's 78-56 at the end of quarter number 3 here in Salt Lake City. The Spurs and the Jazz, their second meeting of the season. Spurs looking to go 2-0 on the season series. We are set to get the fourth quarter underway here. Spurs by 20, LaMarcus Aldridge. Turnaround shot good. Kawhi Leonard Leonard steps back, fall away, his shot good. Spurs lead by 29 now. Rodney Hood on the left side, wide open three in transition. He hits it, 24-point lead for San Antonio, under 4 minutes to go in the game. Rodney Hood on the right side, he knocks down another three. Cuts the lead to 22, 3:50 to go, but it wouldn't be enough as the Jazz fall to the Spurs 104-82. The final score here in Salt Lake City, a 22-point victory for San Antonio. The Jazz shoot 41%. Outscored in the paint 38-28, and the Spurs bench outscored the Jazz 35-24, and the Spurs 33 assists to the Jazz 21. The Jazz got to start building that chemistry, getting better teamwork as we go forward.